Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be discussing on the things one can learn about one's hair, especially when he or she has colored ends. In the video I'll be showing basically my pre-shampoo routine. I'll be showing you how I detangle my hair and how I do a hot oil treatment. So just listen to me as you watch how I detangle my hair. To those of you stopping by for the first time, I want to say welcome. In this channel it's all about hair. I'm experimenting with my hair and proving and disproving hair myths. So if you're interested in topics like that, consider subscribing, and I have some interesting videos, so after this video you can like to watch them. Then to those of you that have already subscribed, thank you for coming back. You encourage me to continue. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Now, I dyed my hair 2 years ago with the aim of knowing my hair's growth rate, and I have accomplished that. I now know my hair's growth rate. So there's a video on how I determined my hair's growth rate. Please, you can watch this after the video. But I also feel that my hair's growth rate can be altered by a lot of factors, so I'm still monitoring my hair's growth rate, but not as closely as I was doing the previous time, because I was doing it on a monthly basis, then on a like I was now checking it once every 2 months. So at the moment I'm not really measuring it, but I'm hoping that at the end of the year I'll also measure it to find out if I have a stable hair's growth rate or if there are factors that may increase or decrease it. And then so if you have colored ends, or if you're intending to dye your hair, these are the things you can learn about your hair. You know, coloring your hair actually imparts some damage to your hair, so if you've already done it, why not maximize the benefits of dyeing your hair? Like, why not study your hair to the maximum? So why did I even think of studying my hair? Last year when I was trimming my hair, I was about to trim the part of my colored ends, and an idea came to my mind that there are other things you can still learn about your hair while it's still colored. So I decided to skip that part of my hair and I did not trim it. Now fast forward, I already know my hair's growth rate. Now the second thing I can learn about my hair is that I can also learn, or I can have a rough estimate of my anagen phase. Anagen phase of the hair cycle is the phase wherein your hair grows. It actively grows, that it increases in length right from the follicle. So if I do not trim my hair and I nurture it very well, which I think I've been defaulting in that, but if I do not trim my hair and I monitor my hair, especially the colored ends, till every one of its shades off, I can have a rough estimate of my anagen phase. So for example, let's say if by 2022 all my colored ends are no more there, colored ends that are no more there, those that have shed, that's those that have, I wanted to say exfoliated, like this is not dentistry. So if by 2022 I cannot find any colored hair on my head, then I'm going to work with the assumption that I have a 3-year anagen phase. Now when I find out my anagen phase, or if I can estimate my anagen phase by that, then it's also helped me to come up with realistic hair goals. It's also helped me know if I'm doing the best I can possibly do to my hair. It also make me know if my hair is reaching its maximum potentials. But the third benefit of studying your colored ends is that it can also teach you, enlighten you on how well you are taking care of your hair. Now at the moment with my colored ends, I know that I only have 1.5 years worth of hair growth, which at the moment is quite poor. and it means I have to work on length retention. So basically, when you have colored ends that were put on purpose, not just maybe a balayage, because you can't really monitor that. But if you dye some streaks of hair, like a sizable portion, you can actually find out as time goes on. So just by your colored ends, you can hazard a guess on how old your hair is. So my hair at the moment is very young, and I'm hoping that it will get older, in the sense that I will have like 3 years worth of hair, or 3.5 years worth of hair. Now this also has brought me to another idea. Now I've watched some YouTubers, and I found out that some of them have very fast hair growth rate. Now some of them have hair growth rate as much as 2 inches every month, and then at the moment their overall hair length is, say, like 24 inches. For someone that already has 2 inches of hair growth every month, and the person already has 24 inches of hair, it's quite long. But if you look at it in the real sense, the person already has 1 year's worth of hair growth, and if you follow such a person's regimen and you have maybe your growth rate is just an average of 6 inches, there's a possibility or a likelihood that you may not get as much hair growth as that person has. So I just want to give an advice: if you're really keen on growing your hair, you should follow YouTubers that have, will I say, the average hair growth. I'm not saying you can't follow those that God has blessed with a higher hair growth, but when it comes to regimen, I think you should stick with the regimen of those that have an average growth rate. Better still, you can even follow those that have a lower hair growth rate, because for them to have long hair, it means that they are doing something very good to retain that much length. I almost forgot, another thing you can learn when you have colored ends is that objectively find out how good or how well you're retaining length. Okay, let's do it like this. Say in January you measure your colored ends, then in June you equally measure your colored ends. Now if they are of the same length, you find out that it means you retained all your hair growth for the past 6 months. But if it is shorter and you did not actually trim your hair, then it means that you have some work to do in terms of length retention. So that's one more thing you can learn, and I'm also going to be doing that. Thank you for watching. If you would like to study your hair, you can consider coloring your hair, and I have a video on how to dye a streak of your hair. So thank you for watching. Bye.